Hello, welcome to Nigo Inspirational. My name is Jennifer Dachiba, but my friends call me Nigo. And today I'm here again to do a follow-up video on our last video that we discussed how you can discover yourself. The issue and the topic of self-discovery is something that a lot of people have spoken about, and it's something that cannot be exhausted because it's a topic that deals with human life, and it's something that continues to grow, and it's something that people need to keep hearing as the days go by. As we grow every day, people need to understand that everybody is unique in its own way. And so for us to be able to perform in our maximum potential, for us to be able to give our best in life as an individual, we first of all need to know why we're here. We first of all need to know who we really are and our assignment here. I didn't want to tag it as knowing your purpose, because it's not just all about knowing purpose. It's about first appreciating who you are, knowing your self-worth, before you can go on to even know what your purpose is and what you are here to do here on earth. So the challenge you are having with people not being able to really discover themselves is the fact that a lot of people do not even know that the real them, the real person that you are, is within you. It is not about the first thing that happens is when you ask someone, who are you? The first thing is they associate themselves with the title, with the place they come from, with the family they were born into, with the tribe they come from, the country they come from, and that is the first kind of introduction that anyone you meet gives to you. But the introduction of our real self, those are the things we are known by. My name, I'm labeled by that name, so I'm known by that name. The day, okay, for example, if you are born into a rich family and you are already associating yourself with that name, the day that name is taken away from you, that means you don't exist. You still exist because the real you is still there. But a lot of people find their self-worth in the family they come from, the kind of clothes they wear, the houses they live in, the kind of job that they have. But no, your self-worth, the real you, is not based on the things that are happening around you. It is you within. And every day, this self-discovery we are talking about, you continue to discover yourself till the day you die, because every day you are becoming. You are becoming because the circumstances around you change, the people you meet change, the location you live may change, the job may change, you will get married and you have children and things change. So every day you are becoming, because there is always change. But one thing that does not change is that person within who you were created to be. But the challenge we are having is the circumstances around us and the people around us and the things happening around us, instead of helping us to become the person we are, because we do not know who we are, those circumstances now tend to be what defines us. But that's not the plan of God for your life, for you to define the real you based on the things that happen around you, based on the family you come from and the titles that you carry along. So every one of us need to sit down, like I said in my life in the last video we had. We need to sit and look within. Look within you. There are 5 things that helps you to discover your personality, they help you to discover yourself. One of those 5 things are your personality, your emotion, your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your character. Have you ever sat down any day? That's one thing that before I grew up to where I am today in the understanding of myself, there was a time that I felt that my self-worth was dependent on my marital status. I felt my self-worth was dependent on the kind of job that I had. I felt my self-worth was even dependent on the kind of car that I'm riding. But I've come to realize that my self-worth is dependent on me knowing who I am. You cannot value something that you do not know about. If you were never told that gold is and diamonds are important, you, even if they give them to you, if you give a diamond ring or a gold ring to a child today, the child can just throw it in the toilet because it doesn't know the worth. And so you cannot perform maximally if you have not yet discover the value and place value on yourself. And you can't place value on yourself until you understand your worth. So for you to understand your worth, you need to know what you are made of. You need to know the ingredients that you were put together to be made with. And to understand that, you need to understand these 5 things: your esteem, your personality, your character, your self-worth, and your personality. So you need to understand, like I said, your personality. You need to understand your character. You need to understand your emotion. You need to understand your esteem, and you need to understand your self-worth. These 5 things are the things that helps you to find and discover who you are. It is not just by, oh, my parents told me that I like spaghetti. But when I was growing up, they told me that I love to throw tantrums. When I was growing up, my mother told me that, oh, I love to sleep in the night. And all those information and history that you grew up with are the things you are carrying around and you are living with. Tim LaHaye wrote a book, Spirit Control Temperament, and he did a lot of things. He talked a lot about temperament and all kinds of personalities. But we need to understand, until you understand these 5 things I'm telling you about, you cannot perform maximally. Your potentials cannot be put to use. Because if you do not understand what it means to understand the personality you are carrying, who are you? What kind of personality are you carrying? What kind of emotion do you exude when you meet people? How do you react to things? Those things mirror yourself. What kind of, do you have a good self-esteem? Are you able to feel good around people who are even richer than you when you are in the midst of people? Because somebody is coming from a rich home, or somebody is high up and above you, do you feel intimidated? Do you get jealous? Look at those things. So you begin to look at those things to know whether you have a good self-esteem, whether you can hold your own. So all these things you put together, you're understanding your self-worth, like I said, understanding your character. Do you know the character that you carry every day? A lot of people, we sit a lot of times and we criticize and we dissect other people. We know who is a gossip, we know who is a cheat, we know who is doing that, we know who is doing all that. But do you know who you are? Do you know how do people view you? Sometimes we know that people's opinions about you may not be the truth, but that opinion that they have about you, what that does to you is that those opinions drive you to a research of your person. Have you researched yourself? For the past 3 years, I've been researching Jennifer. I've been researching the Jennifer from childhood. I'm already doing a work on my upbringing, how I can dissociate my history from my reality, understanding where I'm coming from, what are the things that I carried along as I was growing up that are not the real me, that are not my reality, but because I was told that is what my life should be, I grew up taking all that baggage along, and some of them brought limitations into my life. Some of them did not help me to maximize my potential. But because I've begun to do a research on Jennifer, who Jennifer is, who is Nigo, that has begun to help me to understand me. And with that full understanding of me, God is beginning to help me to be able to maximize my potential, to be able to know what I'm here for. And it has nothing to do with where I live, what I eat, the clothes I wear, or the houses I live in. That does not mean I don't like good things. That does not mean I don't want to live in good houses. That does not mean I'm not going to take care of myself. That does not mean I'm not going to watch my weight. I'm not going to do exercise. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Everything that makes life comfortable, I desire it, and I'm going to make sure I have them, and I live and enjoy my life. But those things are not what defines me. Those things are just a channel to me researching myself to know where I'm coming from and know where I'm going. If you don't know where you're coming from, you don't even know where you're going. So you need to sit down, research yourself, research your history, so that you can know the future that's ahead of you, so that you can know how to get to that future. And today, so I'm here to help, to encourage, to stir up something within you, to help you understand that you are more than what you think you are right now. There is more to your life. But because you have not researched, because you've not sat down to search and know who you are, you've not been able to maximize it. Like I said, if you do not know the value of gold, when you are giving gold, you will throw it into the street. I want to end with this story. My niece, my sister bought gold earrings for my niece. My niece never knew the importance of gold. And when she was given that, she went to school, and one day one of the earrings got missing. And because she didn't know that what she was wearing was gold, she looked around, and when she didn't find the second earring, she just threw the second one away and said, after all, it's now useless because the other earring is missing. So what am I going to do with this? But if she knew that that was gold, she would have used that. She would have brought it back. If you take it to the market and you sell that gold, you get money in return. But because she didn't know the worth, she threw it away. Some of us are throwing away our life. People are committing suicide. People are giving up. People are dying out of depression. People are living every day with panic attacks, fear, anxiety, because they don't really know the worth of who, they don't know their worth. And so every day, people are giving up. But today I want to encourage you that if you discover yourself, you will live your best life. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel.